The number one goal of fascist propaganda is this: to make you fear the equality of your neighbors more than you fear surrendering your power to elites. Nazi propaganda stoked this fear of Jews. Israeli propaganda stokes this fear of Palestinians. And in the US, Trump stokes this fear of immigrants, BIPOC, and LGBTQ plus people, among others. In my last video, I advocated for an expansion of direct democracy where people get to vote directly on policies that affect them rather than voting for a representative to vote on those policies who will inevitably become captured by elite interests. And most of the negative comments I got on that video were rooted in this exact fear. Granted, y'all brought up examples of times that some of us living in privileged Western countries have been afforded scraps of direct democracy in the form of referendums and have ended up voting in anti-democratic ways, such as Brexit in the UK, such as Prop 6 in California, or in my hometown, the Houston Equal Rights Ordinance, which was defeated in 2015 after Republicans called it a bathroom bill and ran a transphobic smear campaign against it. In all those cases, elites tipped the scale of public opinion in their favor by infusing massive amounts of money into propaganda campaigns. As long as we live in a global oligarchy, that's going to be a real risk of direct democracy. And that's why, totally granted, direct democracy is going to work best in conjunction with things like seizing the means of production, socializing public goods and services, abolishing prisons, police, and private, not personal, property, open borders, and mass liberatory education. I see these guys getting talked about a lot on leftist social media. This guy and this guy, not so much. And mass liberatory education is the most important of all. As Paulo Freire says, when education is not liberating, the dream of the oppressed is to become the oppressor. Side note that liberatory education just got a lot harder to spread on social media now that Instagram has instituted a 3-minute time limit for Reels. That's why I'm speaking so fast and my videos are going to be a little bit more narrow in focus. But anyways, if you do some of these things without doing all of those things, what you're going to wind up with is communist authoritarianism, maybe a social democracy at home with an imperial agenda abroad. And those systems will eventually lead us right back to fascism, and that's a big swing and a miss for me, guys. So let's think a little harder about how we can take steps to bring us closer to direct democracy and recognize that our fear of it is rooted in the same fear that enables genocide.